Alright, it's your boy Jay Wright, and of course,
L Dub.
sitting here backstage.
What your girl doing? I feel like I had to introduce myself like yo.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you on tour here?
I'm on tour with DJ Morton at the Buckhead Theater.
Wow.
And I'm excited. It's only my second solo show. I did New Orleans yesterday. And it was amazing. Got a lot of good love. But you guys are special because even though my hometown is amazing, I brought the dancers with me for the Atlanta show. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me, man. I feel like I'm going to be an Atlanta celebrity.
So, we got our armor on.
Yes. Do you love it? Do you love it? Okay, good. Good. That makes me happy. I'm so proud of it. The numbers are outrageous. We're number 4 on Billboard Heat Seekers album, and it's crazy because we've only sold it on iTunes, no other internet base, so like no Amazon, no Rhapsody. We only did it in 3 hours. We were number 1 on iTunes, and it's retarded because we don't have anywhere independent, no label, no budget, 4 people, like 2 producers. One Juicy was the did most of it. We only did one other producer that did one song called Faith. So to be able to do such crazy numbers and to make Billboard with only selling exclusively on iTunes is really crazy. I'm excited. I'm just grateful. Like I just want to keep making good music. It's crazy because it's just an EP. It's not even an album. It's not even the album. The album is a score. It sounds like a movie. It's beautiful. We did that long before the album was done. And we chose to do the EP because we felt like the album was so forward. We were scared people wouldn't understand what we were trying to do with the whole Golden Heart theme, the whole armor on, the whole thing. So we had to prepare people.
Okay, so the album.
Fall. It's called Golden Heart.
Golden Heart.
So if you see the armor on, and wow, it'll lead to why you don't in the first place, and then Golden Heart will be the reason why my heart is on. So it's the whole leading up to the battle of why. So hard for this, and I think people are fighting the same fight, you know.
Absolutely. So to me, the album has a real tribal type of theme to it. Talk to us about what it took to kind of make this project and the EP, and why you went with that theme. Well,
it's very New Orleans vibe. It's very second line based. The 808, the snare is very heavily driven throughout the EP, and people are like, it can't be R&B because I just feel like I want to dance. But it can be. They feel like it's techno or electronic, but it really isn't. It's just soulful. It's progressive. It's just pushing you to a different vibe. And all R&B music doesn't have to be slow. It doesn't have to be mid-tempo. It can be thriving. It can be tribal. It can be African. That's where every root of every sound really comes from to begin with. So with New Orleans and the African and the Indian, that tribal sound, I almost wanted the EP to sound like praise and worship, but just taken to a new level that could be taken into a club. It feels like you want to shout, you don't know what you want to do, and I love that feeling of making people feel like if they're having the worst of days, this is that's the record you put on to change your life,
What's your favorite song from the EP?
I hate you for asking that.
I know you got so many.
It's so many. Bombs is amazing. Bombs has done some great things for me, so I really love the impact that it's had. The video aired on 106 & Park. I had no idea people would love the video so much. I mean, we were scrounging to make that video awesome. Like I was such a bitch with that video, trying to make sure the look of it was right, and it was so important for me to have it right because it's the first time people really saw me dance, and for some reason people didn't think I could dance. I guess because it's been so long, but people was like, I didn't know she danced like that, and it's like that's the first place I started. So it was exciting for the impact of what that was and what it's done for people. So Bombs is right now, I'm really feeling it, and I just performed it in New Orleans, and everybody knew every word. They were doing choreography, and I was like, yes! I want to go back to the time when people learned choreography. I remember when Janet and Aaliyah was on, and Madonna, I would like sit and study that choreography, and I fell in love with them because of it. And I want to be the artist that people want to do that too as well.
Well, I did a little dance out front, and I said, I might just jump
you might just get it. Don't be surprised, I might just get you on stage and do it with me. Yeah, I'm not bad. Please do. It's a free for all. I want everybody to come out. That's how I want it to be. It's our show, not mine.
Absolutely. So, Dawn Richard kind of is a brand of its own now. I mean, we've seen you go from reality TV to groups to singles to, just really making sure that you brand yourself. How does it feel to still be so received after coming in after Hurricane Katrina? I don't know what you think.
It's unbelievable. I as God. That's all I can say, because I don't know many artists who transcend different genres. Like honestly, like going from pop music with Danity Kane, doing so well, being so successful in that group, and then going all the way from pop to hip hop with Puff and rap, like a whole different fan base, and people still say we accept you in there. And then into the mixtape that was pretty much an R&B mixtape, and to sell a million, well, to download 1 million downloads in a week, and then to do an EP that's progressive R&B, and to have it like people, I don't know, they need to do it, and I'm so grateful that a lot of people don't accept that. They don't accept you to change and do what you want to do. There's some artists out there that do it, and it's like yes for that, but not a lot of fans don't allow you to do that. But I don't have fans on my heart.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It's a whole thing. I think that's what's the difference. I think it's genuinely not me, it's them. And I think because of it, I'm not successful. They are. They're speaking. I'm just being the best way. Like I really just want to tell their story the best way I can. I always wanted to be a musical author, a narrator. I felt like if I could be anything, I wouldn't just want to be a singer. I would want to be a musical narrator. Like I would literally want to be reading a book to people musically and feel like they were like sitting down like little kids, like hanging on every word, like that is my life. That was what I always wanted.
So what story is this EP telling? What is this
Well,
story?
it's the story of it's a story, like it's really the modern day Joan of Arc. It really is. It's this battle of being and looking a certain way, and people telling you you clearly not making it in life because of the way you look.
Really?
Oh, clearly, yes. And then getting into it, and I kind of went into the world thinking it was friendly, and I realized Daphne Guinness, she's my all-time, she's my muse. What she just does, what she said it best. I went out to the world, I thought it was friendly, and I realized it was wrong. And that's so true. You go out to this world and you think everyone's going to be just as genuine as you are, and you realize they're not. And so instead of being upset about it, instead of being angry, instead of doing those angry hate songs, I feel like I should write records that show you how to prepare for the battle and then go in hard, right? And that's what the Golden Heart, that's what these records are like. They're literally the instruction manual that no one gave me, you know, and it's not necessarily an instruction manual, but it's kind of just like, this is the shitty shit that happened to me, you know. Instead of crying about it, I'm going to guard it, and I'm going to go by example, and hopefully you can follow in the process. So at the end of Golden Heart and the end of the trilogy of the albums, I want to feel like I look back and there's a whole bunch of warriors behind me, like, yo, we did this shit together. Because what if you're not doing it for a purpose, for this music shit, then what are you doing it for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, what are you doing? If you just here to get some fame and some shit, that's cute, but if you're not here to tell a story, if you're not here for a message, then what are you really here for?
You obviously are rocking a new look. You got the short locks.
Well, I'm actually going back to my old shit. Like I had to get off of it because I felt like so many people were going on it that I had to go back away from it to get back to it. But I'm always changing my shit, and I kind of think that's dope because usually in the industry they tell you have to rock one set of thing because no one's gonna love you if you change it. And I just don't give a shit about that. So I really just want to rock whatever the hell I want because that's normal life. You know what I mean? And then, you know, like even doing the, you know, the video Bombs, we walked on 106 and Park. The video had this long ass ponytail and I walked on 106 and Park with my shit cut. Like, that's dope. Like, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to have the same thing hair you have. And like, you know, so I'm rocking whatever it is today. Shit could change tomorrow.
Yes.
It should. I think it should.
It could change tomorrow.
Absolutely. And you're rocking the Be Mad hat.
I am. I will steal it. It is not mine. It's my favorite now. I might just go on the stage with it.
Absolutely.
Yo, you pop my cherry.
Right.
So I might as well stay faithful. I might as well stay
Our
faithful.
first cover, we got our first solo cover.
So I might as well stay faithful to the fans.
Absolutely, absolutely. We know you all got to prepare for the show.
Yes.
Before we let you go, check her footwork right now. Oh.
These are my babies. These are my everydays. These are my go-tos.
This is how you do.
No, this is my go-tos. I dance in her. I love her. She's a spiky bitch. I love her.
That beats hard.
I have sex in these. These are my babies. I do all things in this, so these are my go-tos. I wear them often. I should not wear them so much, but
Dope. Well, definitely appreciate you.
I love
Congratulations.
you. Thank you. We're gonna party tonight, right?
Yes.
I shall drink with you. You have a shot on the stage.
Absolutely. We'll be back here. So
I love you guys.
check her out. Make sure you follow her Dawn.
The album is out. Album in the fall. The EP is on iTunes right now. Get it. It's number 2 right now on iTunes. It's
Number
still
2 on
there.
iTunes for all them boys. It's going hard.
It's going hard. So make sure y'all keep it going and check on MamaShark.tumblr.com for the rest of the tour dates.
Okay.
And there'll be more. I am actually going overseas this summer because we charted on iTunes overseas in France and Australia. So random, right? It's crazy. I realized like we have a lot of artists. So we're gonna go overseas and see it.
Definitely. Shout out to Drew Scotty for
Drewski, you are the best.
The best.
You're like producer / Renaissance man. He does everything.
Y'all went hard.
Well, we're like a company. I feel like we're a label by ourselves, and we're changing the game on what artists and producers do. We're taking it and our careers in our own hands.
Absolutely. And then shout out to your dad who goes so hard.
Oh my dad is the funniest, and I get so embarrassed. I try to tell him to stop, but I feel like it would never happen because he's been going this hard since I was like a baby. Like the basketball games, you know, that parent that had the picture, and they're those parents.
Absolutely. Well, shout out.
Papa,
We gonna show y'all what she finna do.
Damn, let's get it. Love y'all.
Yes.
Y'all the best.